You lock the doors, turn off the lights, and lie down in a safe, comfortable room. Yet, the mind races. Security and wealth don't bring silence. When the body settles, the thoughts we ignored all day suddenly demand our focus. This is a historical pattern. Thousands of years ago, in the village of Magad, anxious people sought out Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, looking for a way to find the peace that a secure home couldn't provide. Two men approached him seeking this quiet: Anand, a young man consumed by worry, and Somdat, a merchant terrified of losing his fortune. Despite their different lives, both carried the same burden. They were plagued by asankhya vichar, countless thoughts that kept them in a cycle of exhaustion. The Buddha saw that their sleeplessness came from a specific type of attachment. Even though their bodies were still, their minds refused to release the day's events, dragging the heavy, waking world into the bed with them. Finding deep sleep requires a conscious transition. You must step out of the chaos of the day and enter the quiet, sheltered forest of the internal self. When you step away from the exposed edge of the woods and move deeper into the trees, the wind falls away. The environment changes. The Buddha told Anand that trying to force thoughts to stop is a mistake. You cannot block the flow of the mind, but you can choose not to carry your burdens into the sanctuary of sleep. He asked Anand to try a specific visualization, the Kalpanic Potli, or imaginary bundle. Watch how these scattered pieces react. He instructed Anand to take every worry, every unfinished task, and every fear, and mentally tie them together into one sealed container. The instruction was to place this heavy bundle at the root of an imaginary tree, step away, and state a single phrase: "I will look at these tomorrow. Inhain kal dekunga." By acknowledging these worries exist, but scheduling them for the morning, you allow the mental pressure to release. The mind recognizes it is no longer on duty, letting the weight of the day drop. On another occasion, a wealthy merchant asked the Buddha why a poor farmer could sleep soundly while he lay awake. The answer is found in how the hours of sunlight are spent. Deep sleep is the result of a day lived through 3 specific behaviors. First is methnat, hard work. Purposeful action burns excess energy, demanding repair. Second is imandari, honesty. Living without deceit means no ledger to balance at night. The final pillar is santosh, satisfaction. Accepting what you have removes the friction of future greed. These 3 practices serve as a cognitive filter. Apply them during the day, and the stream of your mind runs clear by nightfall. Sometimes the noise keeping us awake is external. Once, a man spent hours insulting the Buddha. When he finished, the Buddha noted that if a gift is not accepted, it belongs to the giver. He refused to absorb the anger. We internalize conflict by choice. When someone projects their chaos onto us, we can simply let it fall to the ground. If we do not react, the burden of that emotion stays with its source. Anger and resentment generate psychological heat. They keep the brain firing, preventing the mental cooling required for sleep. Detachment is the cooling agent. By leaving the chaos of others at its source, your internal forest stays quiet, even when the air outside is heavy with a storm. In the absolute center of the woods, there is stillness. The light is soft, the air is heavy, and the demands of the world cease to exist. This is the space for your final nightly ritual. Review the errors of your day without judgment. Forgive yourself for your mistakes, and silently extend that same forgiveness to anyone who caused you harm. Take a long, deliberate breath. As you exhale, release the tension in your shoulders, your jaw, and your eyes. Let the waking world fade as your body sinks toward a deeper zone of rest. Deep rest is the reward for a mind that has practiced the difficult work of surrender. When the grip on the day finally loosens,
Sleep follows by itself. Visualize your bedroom as this quiet forest clearing. Your bed is the center of this stillness. Take your imaginary bundle, all your stresses, your tasks, your unanswered questions, and leave it outside the door. The sun will handle them tomorrow. Release the world. Enter the silence.